When playing Five Nights at Freddy's, I got into deep thought and I realised, how is Five Nights at Freddy's still so scary? So let me break it down in this video. Now for today's video, I'm going to be focusing on Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, just because they're the oldest, but mainly FNAF 1. You basically know nothing when you first get in the first night. When FNAF 1 came out, we knew absolutely nothing. You didn't know any of the characters, any of the lore, or anything, and that made it terrifying. You don't know why you're there, you don't know why they're coming after you, and you don't know the backstory. It's honestly terrifying because you're unfamiliar with the scene you're in. Moving on to the next thing is that you're trapped within your office. You, the player, watch the cameras and the left and right door, and you can watch the animatronics slowly closing into you. It's genuinely pure defensiveness. You watch them closing in and you genuinely cannot do anything. You have 2 lights and 2 doors, which you have a battery percentage, which makes you even more vulnerable. You're genuinely just such in a chaotic scene, but it's so quiet, and that makes it genuinely scary in my opinion. And that's why these games are still so scary to this day, because you can become familiar with animatronics and their stuff, but you're still in the office, they're still trapped there, you still have a battery percentage you need to watch, and it's still just genuinely scary. Within FNAF 1 and 2, we can see Five Nights at Freddy's using stuff we're familiar with and stuff that makes us kind of feel safe. We can see party mascots, we can see pizza, we can see, tablecloths that have like colourful stars. We can see an office, it's just like Chuck E. Cheese, or like just a proper good kid-friendly restaurant. And Scott Cawthon, he flipped it upside down. He makes those things scary. We can see within the dining hall, it's dark. You can still have that kid thingy, but there's no kids, and it's genuinely horrifying in my opinion. And also something else is that the deaths have quite a big consequence. We can see, let's say you're at 5 AM on night 5 and you're about to win and then you died, so you have to restart from 1 AM again, and you don't want to die because you don't want to have to restart all over again. And there's no saves and stuff. We can see there's a continue and a new game. So, your deaths have a consequence, and, you not wanting to die brings another fear to your mind. Another thing is that you don't defeat them. You don't win. You don't do anything. You just completely survive. That's all you do. That's all the ending is that you survive. You don't defeat them. You don't kill them. You don't destroy them. You just survive. And that makes it honestly horrifying because there's no objective but survive, and that brings another fear to your mind. Scott Cawthon did such an amazing game with all of the FNAF games, still bringing this fear to your mind. The lack of music also makes it horrifying. You know what I mean? There's not one sound that you can recognize. There's a multitude of sounds that are spread across just complete silence, and it makes it horrifying. We can hear heavy breathing, we can hear like clamping of like animatronic feet, we can hear footsteps. The silence just genuinely feels wrong, and there's something out of place, and again, that is horrifying. So let's recap. Why is Five Nights at Freddy's scary? FNAF is scary because of the lack of music and the atmospheric pressure it gives us, the lack of knowing everything, and we're put in a scenario where we don't know anything, the feeling of being trapped and, having a percentage of power before everything shuts off and they can get to you. When Scott Cawthon uses things that bring you comfort and safety and twists it into horrifying things. The feeling of knowing if you die, you're going to have to start it from 12 AM again, and it brings consequences to death, which again, in its own way, is scary. And that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, put notifications on, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.